Thank you. A Denver nonprofit serving women, transgender, and non-binary people experiencing homelessness says critical services could be at risk amid uncertain federal funding.
We're talking about the Dolores Project, which provides not just shelter, but also meals, mental health support, and housing assistance, right? Aiming to give people some long-term stability. So we have Emily and Lucas from the nonprofit joining us this morning. I think we need to go back and explain who exactly you serve and what some of those services are.
Yeah, we have a shelter serving 50 women, transgender, and non-binary individuals. We also have a housing program on site. We have 35 units of supportive housing for folks that were formerly chronically homeless and have a disability, and 95 units of workforce housing for folks making 30 to 50% of the area median income, so lots of families in that part of the building. We provide behavioral health care as well to folks who have exited homelessness and are living independently in our community.
What kind of impact have you seen from the Dolores Project on people in the community?
Yeah, I mean, we have some of the best outcomes. Last fiscal year, 38% of our guests who exited to stable or permanent housing. And we're seeing that folks stay housed. 83% last year stayed housed after a year. So what we're really focused on is resolving people's homelessness and making sure we always say that we love them, but we don't want to see them back at Dolores.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can decide who wants to handle this tough topic, because the topic this morning is the fact that last year you told us you lost $125,000 in federal funding. So what's happening on that front?
Yeah, we have a handful of federal funding contracts that are administered by local and regional entities. As you said, last year we lost $125,000. This year we have several contracts coming to an end, unsure if they're going to be renewed or if that funding is going to be available. Some of those federal programs were listed as to be cut in the president's budget, so a lot of uncertainty about what could happen, and those cuts would be extremely detrimental to the folks we serve, to our ability to continue providing fully therapeutic and wraparound supports and services to our clients.
Talk about what the impact of losing that funding means for the Dolores Project.
Yeah, I think for us, that's a large amount of money. It could mean closing our shelter during the day. We've worked really hard to provide on-site case management, housing navigation, rental assistance, behavioral health and therapeutic services. All of those things are kind of on the chopping block were we to lose a lot of federal funding. And then closing our shelter during the day, our guests having to go out and come back, take belongings, just sort of re-traumatizing folks who are really trying to find stability in order to be independent.
That number sticks out in my head, $125,000. That is a huge amount for a smaller nonprofit. I'm thinking it's more than you can actually absorb. Like, if you don't get that sort of funding back, it's going to be hard to keep the doors open.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Which is, as I said, closing the shelter during the day, we wouldn't be able to keep the doors open for 24/7 hours. Yeah.
So the question is how can people help out?
Well, next week on Thursday is our annual fundraiser, Building Belonging. It will be from 5:30 to 8 at the Space Gallery. You can go to our website, thedoloresproject.org, and buy tickets and show up. We also have a lot of opportunities for folks to volunteer and get involved. We have open houses every month for folks. We always think when people come to see our space, they really fall in love with Dolores because of the way we do things. So we would love to invite more people to come visit the building and also come to our fundraiser next week.
So that's
And we'll have tickets at the door.
Okay, and where's the website they can go to get more information?
thedoloresproject.org.
I like it when it's easy to remember.
Yes, makes it very easy. Well, I hope a lot of people show up. Clearly the work that you're doing is so important to the community and to so many people. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.